Good evening, everyone. You join us for this T20 match between Gujarat and the Punjab Power. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones. Ali.
The captain showing a lot of confidence in their bowling attack with that decision. The opening batters will be feeling very confident looking at this wicket.
Singh has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait there. No!
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Catch it!
Well placed, should get a single.
Yep.
And gone.
Yeah!
That's a fantastic catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Catch! Yep.
Super shot, that.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up. Punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 6 for 1. Jansen, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Good batting.
Yes.
Get an opportunity to score and take it. There'll be 1 run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wait. Yep.
Incredible, what a grab.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Miller will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Good shot, it's found the gap.
Keeper.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait. Yes. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full, lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Oh.
Misses everything.
Bowling.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Lovely shot, straight back past the bowler.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Singh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Jansen from the north end.
Yes.
Chance, huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
No interest in that one from the batter. Jansen will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yeah.
Right off the middle of the bat.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Oh. Nice bowling.
Jansen with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 24 for 2. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Oh.
No runs on that
Nice
occasion. Got into
bowling.
position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Out!
Yeah!
Caught!
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Ah, negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Well bowled.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Waiting. Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
That's the end of the over. One run coming from it. Gujarat are 25 for 3. Going with spin now.
Gotcha.
Good shot. A beauty.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Wait. Wait there.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This goes down as a fail.
Khan comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Khan has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Nicely played.
Wow, power off the front foot goes all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
This was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Wait. Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yes.
Times it nicely.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. That's the over. Gujarat are 63 for 4. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Wait on. Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Baller's end.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Absolutely nailed it.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Great. Yep. Baller's end.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Stumping! Oh!
That was going a long way if they'd actually connected. Miller has just enough presence of mind to avoid the stumping too.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and just powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Yup.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Good shot for no runs. Quick to get on the back foot, but just cracked it to the fielder.
Good bit of timing there.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Miller didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Miller is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Down the wicket, misses.
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
End of the over. Gujarat are 108 for 5. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Got that away nicely.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Super piece of timing.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Wait there. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs a direct hit.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over, 23 off it. Gujarat are 131 for 5. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide.
They'll get at least one. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Turning down runs that are that safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
Brings up the half century with that shot. It's been a good innings so far. Hard to stop them in this sort of form. It's a half century and they've blazed them to all corners so far.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Timed that brilliantly.
The bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Middle that one, great timing.
And that brings up the 100-run partnership for these two.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
The batsman brings up their half century.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half century. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Nice shot.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Wow, that's missed the lot. This could be out.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Brilliant shot, that.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Had to clear the front leg in order to get under the ball, and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
Singh, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Miller shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Right off the middle of the bat.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Singh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Huge shot, that's a massive shot, just incredible.
With shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100 is up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Really charging towards three figures now. Absolutely hammered that one.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance. Yeah! What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A bit